Let's go with the first speaking. All right, you all. So I made it to Costa Rica. You saw the travel in. My Uber got me at 10 o'clock this morning, and I didn't make it to Costa Rica until 8 o'clock at night. So long flight. Started in Chicago at O'Hare Airport, and then had a layover in Houston, and then finally made it here to Costa Rica, where the weather is super humid, super warm. I'm so used to like being in Chicago where you have to like dress for the occasion and always be prepared for cold to come through. So I might have too much clothes, but I think we're okay. My hotel is really nice. I'll have to show it to you during the day. It's really dark and late, but hotel is like open air hotel kind of. They call it a hacienda, right? I don't know if that's a style of hotel or not, but like where you would expect to see windows coming down the hallways, it is like open air and going like through the lobby and things like that. Like it's all open air. So when it rains, it comes in. So there's all these signs everywhere, like wet floor, be careful and stuff like that. But like, anyway, so I'm talking too much. Hopefully I was able to show you a little bit of the crazy hallway of how I needed to get here. But I did not record my outfit of the day. I'm not going to, but let me show you the hotel. I usually love to show you all the hotels. So let me show you. All right, so best effort here. So when you first come in, you do have a nice big wardrobe. I'm the type that likes to use the closet space and such. I'm one of those people that do use the hangers. Here's a bathroom. It's actually fairly nice bathroom. Love artwork. It's just kind of clean with a little bit of warmth in the colors and things like that. I don't know this brand of. I don't know if you know the brand, but this is the brand to give you a little free water. They told me actually downstairs because I'm a rewards member with this hotel. They upgraded my room, so we'll see. But anyway, so the floors are tile, and that's my luggage. Here's the room. Oh, let me make it look nice and neat for you. So here's the room. The lighting is not the best, but yeah, I have a king size bed. I'm gonna try my best to. I don't know how I'm gonna do OOTDs for you all, but I'm gonna try to do that. We have a couch. It's pretty big. They told me they upgraded me, and I believe it because this is a really big room with a couch and everything. So space to take my meetings and things. And they told me I had a nice view. So we're gonna have. I can't see it right now. I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna have to see this tomorrow. They told me I had a nice view. I see the pool, so that might be nice. I did not bring a bathing suit, y'all. I forgot. I told myself I was gonna bring a bathing suit. Oh, you can come out. Oh. Everything is open air. I forgot. So you can actually come out here. That's the whole balcony. Can you see that? That's the entire balcony. And that's the, yeah. We're going to have to do this tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to have to do this tomorrow. So as usual, I will show you my OOTDs every day. I'll bring you along and show you the adventures we get into. We have a very packed agenda this week. So it's a lot of work, but then they do have some play planned in between. So I will show you all of that. And hopefully I can show you my view in the morning, all that good stuff. So I got some work to do before I go to bed, but see you in the morning. Good morning, good morning. I wanted to show you all my view from my room. This, you all, is my current situation. In Chicago, you hear traffic and planes and sometimes gunshots and people screaming outside. Here is just a whole lot of nature. So you all, good morning. Hopefully you're able to see my view from my room. I'm getting dressed right now. I can't sleep. We're an hour behind or ahead, whatever. I don't know. I think we're an hour behind my normal time. So I got up a bit earlier than usual. And so traveling is never kind to my skin. I have no idea. As soon as I jump on a plane, all heck breaks loose. So I usually have to give myself a little bit more TLC. So I'm gonna do a little mask. I just wash my face. Gonna do a little mask, then get dressed. I'll show you my outfit of the day in a minute. But I think I've given you this tip before. But if you go on Amazon.com, you can get face masks in bulk as opposed to buying them onesie, twosie at the register when you're shopping. Because at the register, I think they're like $2-3 or something, depending on what kind you get. Of course, it could be more, it could be a little less. But you get these, and I think they come out to like 69 cents each or something like that, 69 to 79 cents each, depending on, which package of bulk face masks that you get. And do they work? I mean, just as well as any other ones. It's just, water and something that'll moisturize your skin, and it doesn't break my skin out. I have pretty sensitive skin. So that's my recommendation to you all. Get yourself a whole pack of masks as opposed to onesie twosies. Save yourself some money, get the same benefits. Because I have a lot of steps to my facial routine, and me paying a whole lot for these that I don't use all the time is not going to help my cause. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I did find a mirror. Like when you first walk into the front door, there is another mirror besides, it's super dark in the room, but besides this mirror, we do have this mirror. So I can show you my outfit of the day. I have on this dress. I don't know if you've ever seen this one before. I'm not sure, but it is from Urban Outfitters. I got this a million years ago. Let me turn it this way so you can kind of see the design a little bit better. This shadow, this cast, you're gonna have to go to my, I think by the time you see this, my OOTDs will be posted. So you'll have to see that better on there. It's much brighter, much better. But anyway, got this. It gives me Wonder Woman vibes. Maybe you agree, disagree. Let me zoom out a little bit for you. Oh, I guess I can't. If you listen closely in the background, you can hear the cackling of all, like I said, it's an open air. I'm going to show you in a second when I head down to breakfast. It's an open air concept. So where there should be windows, there aren't. And you can hear all the animals outside. Just hope they don't come in. But anyway, this is the outfit. My beloved Melissa shoes. Again, this lighting won't let us be great. But yeah, my Melissa shoes. And then I threw on this cardigan that I got from Cider. You would have seen me haul this sometime, not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago. But absolutely love this sweater. The buttons are covered in like sweater material. How adorable is that? And I think it goes perfectly with this outfit. Now, because I'm not sure just how cold it's going to be in the office, I do have a pair of socks that I got from Aritzia that have these hearts on it that I might pop on for added warmth. So we'll see how cold I feel, or if I feel cold. But let's get to it. I already showed you my closet, I think, but let's get to it. Also, I need to, before I head out, finish off my morning facial routine. I usually try to bring as much as I can with me. Oh, is there any product in here? Just maybe barely. But this is what I normally use in the mornings. And then put lotion and sunscreen on top of that. But this bottle seems pretty empty. Reminder to go order some more. I get this from Amazon. When I first started getting it, I was getting it directly from Ava's Naturals. No, I didn't. Come on, I got it from here. But sometimes Ava Naturals will offer a bit of a bigger discount than you can find on Amazon. So you kind of got to watch both. But I don't know if this is okay. It's been sitting for a while. This is my travel stuff. I have separate things that I use for travel, so I can just leave it packed and ready for travel, and things for home. And I think that this has been sitting too long. I think this product has separated. Let me shake it a bit. Let me get this on my face. Let me put just a little bit on. So I finished my facial routine. I don't know if I look dewy or greasy. I don't know. And this camera does wonders. It kind of blurs blemishes and stuff like that, but you can still see some of it. For those of you who film, you know what I'm talking about. The magic of the camera just naturally does things. But anyway, let me show you the building. All right, remember you could always hear all of the noise and stuff, right? So this is I'm coming from my room, and that is outside. Look at that. I just hope they don't come in. Like the birds are just like literally on the trees. But this is gorgeous, you all. Like I said, when it rains, they put the signs down. Now you can see like what I'm talking about. Since this is a different view on the camera, you can see the blemishes and the grease on my face. No more magic of the camera, but this is completely open. Look at that. This is gorgeous. We ain't in Chicago no more. We ain't in Kansas no more. But yeah, I didn't realize like that it was open at first because of it was nighttime, so it was kind of surreal, right? And then you could feel the breeze coming through the halls. I like it. It's nice and fresh. But it didn't dawn on me until I was going down to meet some of my coworkers last night, and the ground was wet, and they had all the signs up, and I was like, what's going on? Why is it like this? And I looked up, no ceiling. There you have it. And I'll show you that in a second. So this is my current breakfast situation. Just got myself like a black tea con leche, and then a slice of blueberry cake or whatever. But this is what I get to look at while I am having my little breakfast order. Now I do look greasy. But behind me this is what it looks like at the front of the hotel when you drive in. So that's that. I'll probably give you a closer look as we go across the 5 days. All right, y'all, so I'm back in the room after a long day. It is I don't know, maybe like 9 o'clock at night. It feels much later, maybe because it's an hour difference, or maybe like 10 o'clock my normal time. That all said, so I didn't show you my route to the office. I kind of got there late. I had some work that I needed to get done before I went over to the office. I got there after the team did. So I was sort of in a worried state trying to get there at a decent time. So I didn't show my route. Plus it was kind of rainy and all that. So whatever. It's been rainy the whole time so far. So, but I did want to show you dinner. So, I mean, I talked to you this morning about how the building is all set, the hotel is all set up like kind of open air, and how I finally realized that it was open air was because like where you go and eat is it looks like it's a lobby, but it's really like completely open. Like it's beautiful. It looks like, you know, you're coming down a staircase to go to like a main lobby area, but it's completely open. The TV just randomly turned on, so it's all the way open. So if it rains on you while you're eating in the lobby. And so anyway, we had dinner there. We had the whole restaurant to ourselves. It's sort of set up like a steakhouse kind of a thing. And I want to call it a Brazilian steakhouse, but we're in Costa Rica, so it's a Costa Rican steakhouse. And, you know, the sides were all sort of buffet style, and they came around with the meat on those big old skewers, which was gross when it came to the red meat because it was all drippy and bloody and anywho's it. Dinner was good. Really, you know, good service. So I really enjoyed myself with that. I got some work I need to finish up. I want to get dressed. I don't know if I told you a little bit more about the hotel. So I've always heard these, not always, but as of recently, I've been hearing these horror stories of people going to other countries in the Caribbean area or in Latin America, and they die because of carbon monoxide. And so last night I was on the verge of having a panic attack because I kept thinking like, what if there's carbon monoxide in my room? And I didn't bring my own carbon monoxide detector. And so how would I know? I would just be dead. So I think I showed you how my balcony is this morning. There is no screen on it. It's just literally glass and you open it. And I risked it all, y'all. I opened because there's all kinds of animals out there. There's lizards, there's snakes, there's monkeys, there's all kinds of nature. There's nature out there. I risked it all and I slept with the door open because I was like, man, if I had to take a choice, at least I can fight off an animal, or if I get bit, I can kind of get taken to the hospital. But if there's carbon monoxide in my room, there's no story to be told. I'm just going to be dead in the morning. So I risked it all and I slept with the balcony door cracked open. As far as I know, there's nothing in this room. Who knows? There could be a snake in here chilling. I don't know. Well, this afternoon, when I came in here between my meeting and before dinner, something was knocking just like that on my window, on my balcony window. So I think it was a monkey coming in here looking for some food. Maybe the people who stay here feed the animals. But it was a distinct knocking on and you know, I said, this is the beginning of a scary movie. Therefore, I will not go out on that balcony to figure out what's knocking. I'm just going to go about my business and head to dinner and deal with it when I get back. So I'm back and I don't see anything out here waiting on me. I looked out there. It was, you know, I didn't hear any knocking when I got here. And there was nothing out here. So whatever it was, whatever it wanted, it went away. But it was some distinct, like, knuckle sounding knocking at my, and you saw what my balcony looked like. It's not like anybody can walk up to it. So anyway, that's one thing. And then the other thing is something really cool. I didn't tell you guys about this yesterday, but they have all these cool activities that you can do for completely free. It sucks because I can't do any of it. I'm in work all day. We get up in the morning, and from morning till night, we're in meetings, and then we do a dinner activity or something together. So it's not like you can do, at least for me, it's not like I can do any of these things that are on here. But I think that it's really nice that they offer all these complimentary services. So pretty cool. Hopefully, I'm able to show you a little bit, actually show you some of Costa Rica besides the hotel and dinner, you know, or my office or whatever the case may be. But so far, it's hard for me to say if this is an enjoyable place because it's a very limited view of, you know, what the country or the city looks like. But I digress. I'm going to go ahead and you can see my laptop there yonder waiting for me to get going on my work. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that off for the evening. And then I have a meeting bright and early before, like regular work meeting right before my, like sort of the whatever we're doing here that starts. So we're going to do that and then start my day. Anywho's, it's thanks for listening for today. I'm rambling because one, I'm tired and I just don't really, because I didn't do anything exciting. I really don't know what to talk about.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, she's just a fashion